Hello lovely people, what is up? Today we are solving Leetcode problem number 3713, longest balanced substring. It's a medium level problem, and in this question we are given a string S consisting of lowercase English alphabets, and we need to return the length of the longest balanced substring. So according to the question, a balanced substring is if all the distinct characters in it appear at the same number of times. That is, for example, from the given question, in ABBAC, if we take ABBA, A and B both appear 2 times. So the counts are equal. Here the substring is balanced. So its length is 4. So we need to return 4. Our goal is to find the maximum length among all such balanced substrings. So if we think about the brute force idea, we can try every possible substring, compute the frequency of each character and check if all frequencies are equal. So to do this efficiently, we use 2 pointers, I in the starting and j at the end. And for each starting index I, we expand j from I to the end of the string. And we maintain a frequency map that stores how many times each character appears. And at each step, we add the current character to the map and check if all values in the map are equal. If yes, then we update the result with the substring length. Here what we can do is, while expanding our substring, we maintain a frequency map. Let us say our current substring is AA and BB. Our frequency map will look like A2 and B2. Now the question here is, how do we quickly check if all these values are equal? So instead of using nested loops and making it computationally inefficient, we can use a set. So in Python, a set only stores unique values. So if we take all the frequency values and convert them into a set, only one element remains. For example, if we take 2 and 2, only 2 will remain after converting it into a set. This tells us all the values were same. So if we can apply this to our code, the code will become more efficient. So why does this work? Let us take another example, a balanced case. A is 2, B is 2 and C is 2. And then if we convert it into a set, we will get only one value, which is 2. And if we see the size of set, it will be 1. So we can conclude that this set is a balanced substring. So let us take an unbalanced case. For example, here A will be 2, B will be 1 and C will be 2. When we convert this into a set, we get 2 values. The size of set is 2, 1 and 2. So we can conclude that this is not balanced. So why is this method efficient? Because we only have lowercase letters. So at most, we will have only 26 characters. And even if we build this set every time, that's very fast and small. So our overall time complexity will remain O of n square. So now understanding the intuition part is done. Let's jump right into the code. So first we initialize n to store the length of the string, and then we initialize a variable result to 0, and then from collections we are importing default dictionary. So okay, so why do we need default dictionary? So imagine there's a situation. We are building a frequency map, and every time we move our right pointer, here I have named my right pointer j, we do this. Frequency of the string in the index of j will increment it by 1. What happens if this character has never appeared before? So if we don't have a default dictionary, let's say our substring starts with a D and frequency is just a normal dictionary. Now if we try to add D into this frequency map, it will give a key error. because D does not exist in a dictionary yet, because Python doesn't automatically assume its value. So here we deploy default dictionary. So now every new key starts with a value 0 automatically. So coming back to the code, once the variables have been assigned, we now initialize a for loop in the range of the length of the string, which is n. And then we define a frequency map using default dictionary. And then we again initialize another for loop for the right pointer in the range of I to n. And then we append the values into the frequency map. And then we increment the right pointer by 1. And then we define an if condition stating if the length of the set, that is we are converting the frequency map into a set of the frequency values, will be equal to 1, the result will be maximum of the current result, or j, the right pointer minus left pointer, plus 1. Plus 1 because here the indexing is in 0. So we are adding 1 to compensate for that. And then finally, when the entire for loop exits, we return the result. So now let us check if the code is running smoothly. Yeah, so since the code has finished running, you can see that this is the most optimal solution. And that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.